Okay, you guys. An official trailer has come out for Zack Snyder's Justice League. As of the recording of today, oh my gosh, it's not even late, y'all. As of the recording of this video, this trailer came out today. Sunday, the 14th, Valentine's Day. What a lovely Valentine's present. This is so much better than flowers. I'm not into those things. Anyway. And of course the dogs start up. Okay, I'm going to try to push through this. I have a feeling maybe my husband has come home and they get really excited because they know that he gives them treats when he comes home. But sometimes they just think he's home and he's not really. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and watch this now because I have held off long enough today and it is time. And I do want to try to probably put this video up today because it's, it's just happening and I'm really excited about it. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it.
The bell's been rung. Out in the dark, among the stars, the god is dead.
I had a dream. Almost like a premonition. I think there's an attack coming.
My lord, this world will fall.
I need warriors. I'm building an alliance to defend ourselves.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave the red cape at it.
You were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes you the rest of your life, find out what that reason is.
They said the age of heroes would never come again.
It will. It has to.
It's over already? No.
We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right? Batman.
Oh. Okay, you guys. Wait a second. You know what's funny about this is I knew that Jared Leto's Joker was coming back, and I had seen still shots of him as Joker, long hair and everything. But when I was watching this, I actually had completely forgotten that he was coming back. I don't know. This happens to me sometimes. Like I'll peripherally, that's even the right way to use that. I'll know about these things, but it's like that was not first and foremost in my mind when I started watching this. I was just really looking forward to seeing some more of what we're going to experience with the Snyder cut, which I think is going to be fantastic. I really enjoyed Batman versus Superman, you guys. I don't get the hate for it, especially the extended edition is really good. I like the darker, grittier tone to his vision of the DC universe or whatever. So I have never really been one that has jumped on the, hate Snyder's version bandwagon type of thing because I have personally enjoyed it. So when I saw Justice League, was it Josh Whedon? The Whedon cut? I enjoyed it. I didn't hate it like so many other people did, but I felt I felt that it should have been longer. I felt like things just weren't fleshed out more. And so that was one of the main things that disappointed me about it. And also what was going on in my personal life at the time, because that was when my mother, it was just a few days after my mother had been diagnosed with cancer. So I was kind of in a mood already. You know, it's just, I couldn't fully enjoy it anyway. Even if it had been as spectacular as the first Wonder Woman, I probably wouldn't have had the level of enjoyment for it that I would have been able to have at, you know, any other time when life was normal. Anyway, I did remember that the black suited I almost said Snooperman, that the black suited Superman was going to show up. So I was specifically looking out for that, but I had totally forgotten about the Joker. So when he showed up at the end, it was like, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I was a bit disappointed with Leto's performance in Suicide Squad. He is a wonderful actor. I've always liked him, but I felt that in Suicide Squad, he felt to me like he was hamming it up a little bit too much. Like it was over the top, and it was over the top to the point where I couldn't take him seriously because it was just too much. And I don't know why he played it that way. I don't know if that was just something he came up with himself, or if he was directed to do that by the people in charge. I'm not sure. But here, it's just a very tiny glimpse, okay? We don't know how he's really going to be portraying Joker when we see the full version of this movie. But he's not looking quite so hammy or clowny or whatever. He looks, he's looking a bit menacing. Let's just say that. I don't know if it's the hair or if it's, I don't know. Maybe it was just the way they showed him as he's turning to the camera, his voiceover before it happened. I don't know. I wonder if Lex Luthor is going to show up in here. And I have to say, I hope not, because while I loved Batman versus Superman, the guy who played, I know exactly who he is, but I can't think of his name now. I was not impressed with his performance. He's not really my favorite actor at all. He wears thin in a lot of ways, and I didn't like how he portrayed Lex Luthor. I thought it was that was the weakest part of the whole movie, was him. So I'm hoping that he doesn't show back up. I have a feeling he probably will. I also have a feeling Amber Heard's probably going to be in here to some extent, which will suck, but let's hope it doesn't happen. I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I'm liking that we're going to get a really, really long-ass movie out of this, and I am so happy for Zack Snyder that this opportunity opened up to him, that he's able to actually complete this movie in the way that he sees fit, and that there was so much fan support for this happening. That's what really sort of drove this to the screen. And I really, really wish that it was going to come to the big screen. I have heard rumblings that he wants it to come to the big screen, or that it might come to the big screen. The problem is, I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know when it will happen. I don't know if it will be many, many months after it's been released to the public, or if it's going to be pretty soon after release, or around the same. There's still been no talk about it at all. So I'm expecting that it will not be happening anytime soon, which really sucks, because that's how I would prefer to watch this movie, on the big screen. However, if any word comes out, and let's say they say something along the lines of, yes, it's going to come to theaters Christmas of 2021, then I'll go ahead and I'll just watch it on the small screen, because I don't want to wait that long. If it was only going to be a week or two after, I probably could wait. Maybe even a month. I could probably wait. But I want to see this movie. I'm really excited to see this movie. I'm excited to see how this is going to end up. I really expect that I'm going to like this. I just have a strong feeling that I will. And I'm looking forward to checking it out and being able to talk about it with you guys at some point. I'm pretty sure I will do some sort of review for it. I don't know how quickly afterwards. I've got other reviews that I really want to film, but this is such a big deal to me that I might film it very quickly after I've seen it. Just like I did with Wonder Woman. I filmed that the day I saw it. I came home, filmed the review, and put it up that same day. So sometimes if something means enough to me as far as the product that's the focus of my attention for the channel, if that's something that really lights a fire under me, then I can get it up pretty quickly. Otherwise, I typically go by my normal schedule. And sometimes things don't get up as quickly as I want because of copyright stuff. You know, they'll get blocked or it'll be locked up in dispute or appeal or whatever. And sometimes it can be as much as 2 months after I've initially uploaded something before it actually goes public. So anyway, there's just a lot of nitty gritty stuff that goes on, you know, when you're doing stuff like that. But I was impressed with this trailer. It went by much more quickly than I was thinking it was going to go. I was disappointed to see that it had already come to an end, and to get to this point, it's 2 minutes and 16 seconds. There's about 10 more seconds left, but it's nothing. It doesn't have anything to do with Justice League. So they maximized the use of their time in such a way that, or let's say they maximized the use of their time so that it was effective, and that it made it made me very pulled into this thing. Also, just because of it's such a big deal. You know, it's a Zack Snyder. We finally got a Justice League trailer from Zack Snyder. All the other stuff before that was just little things put together and it was just like a little tiny taste, and it just wasn't enough. And this still feels like it's not enough. And yet I know that it was, because this really does come across as a full-on trailer. It was sufficient. It's just I'm chomping at the bit to see this thing. So that's, you know, part of the reason I was like, oh, it's done already. I want to see more. Give me more. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. If you guys haven't figured that out by now, I think a lot of people are. There's a lot of excitement about it from what I could tell before I even watched this. I had seen that people were reacting to it and they looked really happy. So that made me happy. But even if I hadn't seen that, I think I would have already known that I was going to enjoy the trailer. Okay. Well, I can't think of anything else to say. I'm really excited. I've said that enough. I've already said that enough. Black suited Superman looks absolutely awesome. And I'm not even that into Superman, but I love that I love that, like that dark, he looks wicked. He looks freaking scary. He looks menacing. I like that. I like that they've taken that route with him. And, yeah, I love it. Love it. We're going to see so much more, and that makes me happy. We're going to see about twice as much as we saw with the other version. And that's awesome. So, okay, well, I'm wrapping this up, you guys. See you later.